Always ready.
Just like that, man. We
Y'all
are
stupid.
live. Welcome back, man, to another episode of The Blitz,
The Blitz.
presented by Man Down Sports, man. So
Look at Corey looking like look down there looking like a YN.
You look like Jerry Jones with an L.
starting early.
I'm
I
just
take it 30 seconds in.
yeah.
I take it.
You ain't even make it 30 seconds in.
I take it. I take it.
We are officially underway in the NFL season. Week 1 is officially underway. Kicked off on Thursday night. We had two pretty good games actually to start the season with.
Two hell of a games.
Yeah, so we're gonna get into those in a little bit. But as you can see the rundown, we got some incredible topics for you guys today. So but yeah, how's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing?
It was a catch, man. The all them Ceedee Lamb drops, man. I feel the same way about Dez Bryant against the Packers in the playoffs, man. They all were catches. Like they should have let him have those drops. It was a catch.
He caught it.
Yeah, he caught
all
it,
four of them.
All four of them.
At least 3 of them. He caught them, man. I don't know what they were saying. No, but I don't think he lost the game, man. I think we'll get to it in a minute, but I don't think. What's up, Simply Hot Takes? I don't think we lost the game, or he lost the game.
I think. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and get into it. So, Cowboys visiting Philly opening night Thursday night. A very, very, and some of you guys said it that Dallas was going to come with it, and it was actually a very close, very back and forth game between the two. Dallas scoring first, and then they just kind of trading touchdowns for the most part of the first half, and the offenses was looking pretty impressive actually for me. Dallas's offense, it seemed like they found some kind of run game a little bit. Granted, it's week 1. Granted, also. Philly was without their interior lineman into the game, so maybe that might have helped out a bit, but can't be doing dumb stuff like that, especially
Mr. Levi Garrett,
especially first game of the season. So as part of the game, credit to the Cowboys for being able to expose that if that was something that they saw and was able to take advantage of, and a kind of pedestrian performance from both quarterbacks through the air. No touchdowns, no interceptions for either side. Both below 200 passing yards. You see, I got the stats down there below. Jalen Hurts also did a lot of rushing. Got 2 touchdowns out of that as well. Without the tush push, they only used the tush push to get some first downs. But no goal line issues on that. Saquon also did get a touchdown. But those 4 drops from Ceedee Lamb, including 2 on that last drive that could have got him in a position to go and take the lead and possibly win that game. What do you? Well, I got a couple of sound bites. Ceedee Lamb and I got Dak Prescott talking about Ceedee Lamb's performance in that game. We'll play those and then we'll chop it up after that.
Man, that's terrible. Honestly, I feel like I can't point no fingers at anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And I take full accountability and everything else that come with it because as for me as a player, I pray for moments like that. You know what I'm saying? And the ball to come my way, and obviously for me to not come up with it, but it stings a little bit. But I will tell you, if you think I'm not coming back any times harder than this, you got another thing coming.
Do you think playing in the preseason would help at all?
Nah. That ain't got nothing to do with what's going on right now. I need to catch the damn ball.
He took ownership.
I like. Oh,
yeah.
Go ahead. You about to play something else? Go ahead.
He took ownership and accountability, right? To you guys, I'm sure he shut me up in the same sense of taking accountability. And after the game, going over to him, and he's just doing this, and it's just more of like that wasn't just those plays. There's throws out there that I want back, but it's game 1, and he's a guy that makes those plays.
So, accountability for sure. We like Ceedee taking accountability. I personally thought that Dak Prescott on those drops threw incredible passes. I thought that they were, right where they were supposed to be, and the type of receiver that Ceedee is would normally catch those. And the reporter asked a question that I have been kind of thinking about a lot of these powerhouse teams. Excuse me, is that they don't play starters in the preseason, and do you see that rust come out in week one as to why these teams kind of start so slow, or you got these critical drops like that? And Ceedee was like, "Nah, that has nothing to do with it." But what is your perspective on that, and just by what Ceedee and Dak said about the whole thing in general?
I go first, real quick. So the sound bites from Dak and your quarterback and your star receiver, I mean, they said the stuff that you want to hear them say. They took accountability. Dak did have some throws that he won't back, like that throw to the tight end up the seam in the end zone. He kind of pulled the string on that, left that short. That was a surefire touchdown. And I think the play after that, the running back ended up fumbling. So I think that touchdown probably would have put them in a position to actually win the ball game. So did they end up that was that the drive they fumbled on, Corey?
No, but I know
they got in the end zone on that.
No,
they got a field goal.
Ended up kicking the field goal. Yeah.
Okay, so a touchdown would have been really good there.
Well, he came back right after that and hit Ferguson right in the damn numbers with a pass on the unnecessary roughness call. So that play happened on first down where he threw the ball just a little bit short.
Yeah.
Second down was a run play or something. And then third down, he threw the ball right back up the seam to Jake Ferguson again, and it hit him right in between the 87. But Reed Blankenship came down and hit him, but he dropped that pass before he hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. So you get 3 out of that when you could have got 7. That would have been different. So that's the throw that Dak talking about he wish he could have had back, because that throw was on Dak. I mean, that was a perfect play. So but the preseason part of it, like I don't like I think the benefits of not planning the preseason is cool too. Like, it's ups and downs to everything. Maybe it is a little rust. Nobody's gonna admit to it because they probably enjoy them 4 weeks of not going out there and playing, So I think there's benefits of not planning the preseason, and it might be some downfall, but not enough to actually talk about and kind of change and go back to them playing all 4 games in the preseason. So I mean, that's much ado about nothing. I mean, because remember, Corey, when week 1, you used to see a lot of penalties, like people jumping off sides, false starts, a lot of holds, and everybody be like, "Oh, you got to shake that rust off." And then by week 2 or 3, everything looks like football again. But I mean, I don't care nothing about that. I will say this though: Ceedee should have caught those passes. At least 3 of them. Man, one of them maybe was, I think that dive, the last one, that dive, I wish he could have just kept running. I think he could have ran up under that football.
He slowed down. He slowed down when the ball left the air, and then he sprinted. Yeah. If he just kept running, that's just a normal catch.
Yeah, but he gets clocked by that safety though if he keeps running.
Hey, first down.
Yeah, so I think he might have dove knowing the safety was coming, and he wanted to get it and get on the ground.
Little business decision.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. But and then I would have liked for, because I think on that play, Ceedee lined up in the slot and Pickens was on the lined up in the X position. And I think they ran like a almost like a cross, and then
wheel route.
Yeah. And I think I probably would have put Pickens in the slot and let him get a shot at it. You just went at Ceedee 3 times. Or at least 2 times in a row for and I think let me go to Pickens, but then that's your top guy and you want to give him another opportunity. So I get it. And I'm long-winded, so I just stopped. But I'm just saying, yeah, they both took accountability. That's cool. I don't think those drops is what lost the game. I just think some opportunities that they could have actually, put themselves in better position was missed before that. Being with that field goal and that fumble, so it is what it is. They played a good game.
I don't think that was the momentum shift. I think the momentum shift happened on the fumble.
Yeah, for sure.
I do. I'm not. You have two running backs that you decided. Well, one you decided not to keep, and one you decided not to play. To play Miles Sanders. I am not a Miles Sanders fan whatsoever. Not at all. I was
Every 4
maybe.
games.
I was. I was maybe back when he played with Philly. I thought he was pretty good then. He went to Carolina. Don't know what happened. Ended up at the bottom of the depth chart, and then didn't play all preseason. Well, he played in one preseason game this year, but he didn't practice a lot because of a hamstring injury. But I was a fan. I thought Deuce Vaughn did more in the preseason. Similar type of running back, kind of slashy. Hit the hole. Top end speed, though, is much different. If we talking about Deuce Vaughn or Jaden Blue having a handoff, you're talking about 6 points. You're not even talking about somebody getting run down from behind by a linebacker.
Yeah.
And I question the coach's decision to keep him in the game. After a 51-yard run and you ain't practiced and you ain't really played in the preseason, I'm taking you out because you're tired. You got to be. You know what I'm saying? You have to be. Kept him in the game. George Pickens had a weird penalty right before the fumble happened where he ripped down Reed Blankenship. He does that all the time, though. I don't know why they called it, but
NFL young boy.
Yeah, he does that all the time. But I thought that was a significant momentum shift because even if you get 3 out of that and the game goes the way that it went the rest of the time, right? Then you're talking about only having to get into field goal range by trying to score a touchdown on the last drive of the game, and it gives yourself a better opportunity to win. But, it is what it is. I think they learn from it. I hope they play Jaden Blue for the rest of the season and sit Miles Austin down. I don't know why
Miles Sanders.
Did I say Miles Sanders? What did I say?
Miles Austin.
Sorry.
I'm like, I didn't know you still in the league.
Who was a heck of a receiver for Dallas too.
He was a good receiver. I guess I got Dallas on the brain. But play Jaden Blue and sit down Miles Sanders, not Miles Austin. Miles Austin's already sat down. But I just don't understand the philosophy behind not playing the rookie. I really don't, because he is you guys will see in a few weeks. He's your X factor. That's gonna be your X factor for the remainder of the season.
You got him in fantasy?
I don't. But I should have picked up. I should have picked up. I should have picked up the running back one.
Yeah. Hey, you got Hubert on the bench, man. What you trying to do with him?
Well, you tell me. I'm not trading him for no third string running back, though. You're gonna have to give me something more than that.
I guess I have to send a second string running back your way.
No, you're gonna have to send me. You have to send me something. I got 30 points sitting on my bench.
Yeah, you do.
Whoever's the taker, come on.
With Jim Harbaugh as his coach, so you know what I'm saying. You know he getting coached a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. Brittany, go ahead, Brittany.
On the accountability aspect, I think it's good accountability. I think they're both going to come back from it. They're both going to learn from it. They're both talented players, as we can see. Like Ceedee Lamb is just a dog, in my opinion. I just think he's playing for the wrong team right now.
Who he's supposed to be at, Philly? Y'all got all the receivers.
I didn't say Philly. I did not say Philly. You just know I don't like the Cowboys. They're my rivals. I think it was a good division week 1 matchup. I'm not going because we're not. I love the fact that I love Ceedee Lamb's competitive nature. His mental fortitude. He's going to overcome this by far. The next day, probably if he wasn't in Philly, I guarantee you that night he would have been on a jugs machine. But because I know how Philly work, because you guys know I used to work with the Eagles a long time ago.
Okay.
If it's a division team,
you used to drink a lot. I don't know why they pop in my head.
If it's a division team, they usually get them out the city as like that night. They're out. As you've seen, they was already egging the bus as they were coming into the city. So
it's different, bro.
Yeah, they get them out the city that night after the game.
Bro,
police escorted out. So, if it was that same night, I guarantee you, Ceedee Lamb would have been on that jugs machine tonight. I don't expect to see him to get 3-4 drops again. It's not going.
That was a new career high for him for drops in the game too.
Right. It's not. He took that personal, and I love that about him. Can't stand the star on his chest, but the player.
It's on his helmet. It's not on his chest.
Chest, helmets, whatever it might be. He's definitely gonna overcome it. And as far as Dak, I mean, I think every quarterback has throws that they wish they had back. So that's typical.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
even throws that are damn near perfect.
right.
Like I could have did this. I could have led my receiver more, or I could have back shouldered this better.
Exactly. So I'm not surprised that he said that. But I think overall, I think Dak played a good game. Again, I don't want to jump too far, but man, he was getting that ball out quick. He got that ball out quick, and I think that's what killed. Unfortunately, we had to change our entire defensive scheme for that game due to circumstances that we're all aware of that I won't bring up again. But
is his initials Adoree Jackson?
Oh, he was.
Well,
we gotta talk about him too.
Are we there yet? I was trying to just talk about what Dak and Ceedee said. If we there yet, please let me know.
But Britt, I told Britt, didn't I say it?
We both said
yeah, you did. You got to attack Adoree Jackson.
So Brittany, let's get into it. Why was he tasked to cover the number 1 instead of Quinyon Mitchell?
I don't know if it was that he was tasked to cover the number 1. I'm not sure if maybe they wanted to see what he was capable of, but he wasn't following. They both stayed on their sides. So Quinyon in the offseason, and it's hard to follow the number 1, right? Ceedee is technically still the number 1, but George Pickens could be a number 1 on other teams, right? So it's kind of hard in this situation to follow the number 1 when you got Ceedee and George Pickens. So it just depends on where they lined up. And Quinyon, although he was following, AJ Brown as the number 1 in training camp, so he could get used to traveling. This team is just different. They got 2 number 1s, kind of like the Eagles, right? They got a 1A and a 1B. So it's like, what are you going to do with that? And Adoree Jackson, he is cooked chicken grease. Like he's just
it was every time
grease.
Every time Ceedee did get the ball, every time Ceedee did get the ball, it seemed like Adoree Jackson was the one trailing behind. I was
right, but it's Ceedee though.
Right.
For sure, but we've seen other, cornerbacks put up a better fight and track Ceedee better than what Adoree did.
We seen that last year with us. Although Ceedee kills us every time we play him, but last year we had a better fight with Quinyon, or him just moving, because Ceedee moves along the line. He going to line up on the X side, the Z side, the Y side, whatever, the slide, whatever you want to call it. So he put him in all different spots. But Adoree Jackson, I think they traded for Jacorian Bennett from the Raiders, and they say he has a lot of potential, but they traded for him so late in camp. Really, basic camp was over. It's like right before the second preseason game, I think. So they need to give him time to get up to par with the defensive scheme and things like that. So I think eventually he'll step in for Jacorian Bennett. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Real quick, shout out to Chicago Cheetah, man. Good to see you in the chat, and shout out to the moderators. I only see Simply Hot Takes. Who else is here moderating, man? Because we had 3 spammers spamming comments, man.
That was me killing them.
Oh, that was you that got him out of there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you working fast.
Overtime.
Yeah.
Chris over there. Chris quick as hell.
There go another one. Gotta get him up out of there.
Yeah, you get him out of there quick.
Golly, boy.
Let the moderators do their job, though. You know what I'm saying? Concentrate on what you got to do.
Hey, Simply, you got the wrench, please, man, because it's hard work, man. It's hard work.
But like I was saying, me and Corey, I know we discussed this Wednesday night. Game plan was for the Cowboys to attack CB2. That's exactly what they did. That man allowed over 100 and something yards.
Yeah. Yep.
Crazy.
Get him out of here.
Once I saw his name in the starting lineup, I was like, oh yeah, that's me. You know what I'm saying? That's that's what that is. So I thought that he would be like, you always want to look for the weak link, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then try to get in his head and then make him start making some stupid plays. And that's exactly what they did. They went after him. And it almost worked.
The weak is for meat and the strong do eat. Where I get that from?
So I do want to ask y'all about Philly's offense, though. for the last couple of years, Philly has kind of gotten off to a slow start to start the season, and they kind of pick it up, about like week 3, week 4, and then everything is starting to move. But it felt different this time. No AJ Brown targets until the fourth quarter.
Shout out Trayvon Diggs.
A lot of underneath throws, a lot of tight end action. Drag routes to Devontae Smith, a little, curls and comebacks and stuff like that. It didn't seem like that this offense was really a Philly offense. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see the Twitter?
What's
the
a Philly offense?
It did. It felt like a Philly offense though. What did you see the Twitter take on at halftime? Said the Cowboy defense is one elite pass rusher away from being a contender.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Oh, that's funny, man.
I
That's
like
funny.
this talk though. I love when Cowboys fans be like, yes, let's get it after week 1.
Hey man.
Keep it up.
Hey man, let me tell you something. Britne, I think the reason that Cowboy fans are optimistic about the season is because they actually showed something. Something. Nobody even knew what it was going to look like. You didn't play nobody in the preseason. You didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And you ran 22 dive the entire preseason. Or Joe Milton throwing the ball 80 times, 80 yards over somebody's head. That's all you saw all preseason. We didn't see anything. So you come out, you trade your best player. You showed that Kenny Grant can actually penetrate the offensive line. That was impressive to me.
Kenny Clark.
Kenny Clark, excuse me. I'm all over.
Are you the Cowboys?
It ain't been 2 weeks yet, man. He got.
I'm not gonna lie. I was impressed with Kenny Clark. I was like, okay, now I see why they went to go get Kenny Clark. He was getting up that middle. No.
Yes, Solomon Thomas, same thing, right? Osio Digizua played. This was not a Mozzie Smith game. That's why they sat his ass down, right?
Need to trade him.
Yeah, he need to go. You can't be a first round pick and be a healthy scratch week 3. I mean, in your third year. That's bad. That's really bad. You're a healthy scratch. That's bad. Right. I saw Donovan Ezaraku, the rookie defensive end, kind of get used to playing. I mean, that's a hell of a Jordan Mailata is a hell of a person to go your first game of your rookie year. You got to go up against Jordan Mailata all game. You know what I'm saying? That's tough. But towards the end of the game, you can start to see where he started breaking free a little bit. It's just nobody. I'm not saying, oh yeah, Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. All I'm saying is that they might be decent. That's all I'm saying.
That might be better than what we expected. But to the Philly offense that Chris is talking about, I don't call that. That's not cause for pause for me, man. Like, cause Jalen Hurts and that offense, they got so much firepower. They got 3 running backs that is hard to bring. At least 2. Dylan and Saquon for sure are problems.
2.5 if you include Jalen Hurts.
Quadzilla.
Right.
Nah, don't forget.
Problems.
Don't knock Will Shipley in the pass game. He helped us a lot.
I get it. But the run game, they can beat you with the run game. They can beat you with the passing game with those receivers, and then the quarterback can beat you if all that goes to hell, right? And they're so good, and then the defense is good enough to help the offense out. So when you put all that together, you gotta kind of like pick your poison as the opposition. And if you feel it, you got to be patient and say everybody ain't go eat every game. And AJ Brown had to realize that what was it year before last where he was having issues with not getting the ball sometimes, and then the next game Hurts to force it to him, and that was the year that they kind of struggled a little bit. And then last year, they did it the way they were supposed to do it, and they went and won a Super Bowl. So I think AJ Brown understands that a little bit more now than he did 2 years ago. That hey man, if I don't get the ball, I'm not gonna cry about it in the media. Because remember when they would have issues, like AJ Brown was having issues in the media about not getting the ball.
You would think coming from Tennessee, he'd be used to not getting the ball.
Exactly, but
hey.
I think Philly has gotten really good at taking what you give them. And
precisely, Mel.
If you shading over to AJ Brown's side, there's no point for me to force that. that means you're giving.
Now you're taking all my points. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Well, go ahead. Well, do your thing.
No, go ahead.
No,
Finish.
I'm done.
No, I was just saying that same thing. As much criticism and as much flack that Jalen Hurts get, he is the prime example of that. At least this game, and it was a level of confidence that I seen in Jalen Hurts that he just looked different. First of all, he looked faster as heck, but he looked different, and he took what the defense gave him. And to me, that's how you need to operate your team. You want to give us the if I gotta do the underthrows or the little slant routes or the out routes, I'll take it all day long. If I gotta use my feet and get the last 5 yards to win a game in this game, give me that. So he's the prime example of let me do what I need to do for us to get this win. He's never, and that's why I tell people, stop looking at fantasy football. Because people get off, oh, he sucks. He's this. No, that's because you're a fantasy person. You want the points, you want the statistics. He's not that guy, right? He's going to do what he needs to do to get a win, to get a W, and that's exactly what he did. Yeah, even if it's just enough.
Cowboys didn't spy him till after the thunderstorm break,
right?
So if you on third down, if your defensive ends are just gonna crash, right? Just crash the inside, and you just gonna give me outside running lanes, I'm gonna take that shit all day. I'm gonna take it all day. So, hats off to him. If the defense is not gonna set an edge, then I'm gonna take advantage of that every single opportunity I get.
I will say this about AJ Brown. Although he didn't get no targets until the one, I think the one target he did get, the one catch he had was probably one of the most important catches of the game. Because that set up that 3 yard, 4 yard, 5 yard run for Jalen Hurts to get that first down. That was a huge catch. If he doesn't get that catch, we might not convert that first down. And then we give the Cowboys another chance. The way Dak was slinging that ball all over the football field against our secondary primary CB2. So they may come back and win that game. So to me, those two final plays was two of the biggest plays of the game.
I think Saquon had a catch on that drive too.
The one-hander?
It wasn't even the one-hander. He came back too far, and Jalen Hurts threw the ball high, but he jumped up with both hands and spun around in the air.
Oh, and he landed on the sideline
and just took off front. Yes, I was like, damn.
Best running back in the league, dog. Best running back in the league.
That's a good.
I like CMC too, but Saquon the best running back in the league.
I don't even want to talk about CMC because
he got bad.
They said he good to go.
Yeah,
it came across today that he's good to go. Remember last year he was good to go until right until like 30 minutes before kickoff, and it was like, he not playing.
Yeah, so he's on injured reserve.
I gotta see him on the field in a play.
And he can't mess with those calf injuries.
No, he can't. And that's exactly what it is. It's another calf injury that had him.
Don't rush him back. I'm telling you, I do not rush him back.
Popping something. You tear that Achilles. That's it.
It's over with.
But to get back to the Eagles offense, I love the way Jalen Hurts played. I gave him a B plus grade because it's week 1. I still want to see more. But I will say I wasn't too, and we have a new offensive coordinator as well, and Kevin Patullo. I didn't really like, honestly, he didn't make any adjustments in the second half. And that's something that he's going to have to learn. The Cowboys defense clearly made a lot of adjustments, as we've seen. Corey just mentioned one of them where they put the spy on Jalen Hurts. And I think in the second half, I think y'all got a sack or two in the second half, I believe. Yeah, so they clearly made adjustments. We also have to make adjustments, and that's something that our offensive coordinator is going to have to learn. Like, all right, second half, we got to make some adjustments.
So moving on to the team that Philly's going to see next week, and shout out to Britne because she said if this team didn't win this week, then they was probably going to start the season 0-2. So let's talk about it.
I don't know about that anymore.
Let's talk about it.
JC might get suspended.
So Friday night, Chargers and Chiefs down in Brazil. This was one that we had a problem with when we was trying to call it last week, and you know, you can't bet against the Chiefs, so I think we all took the Chiefs. Except maybe Mel might have said the Chargers. He might have said the Chargers.
I picked the Chiefs.
Yeah, so you can't bet against the Chiefs, but we all was like, man, the Chargers could get this one, and that's exactly what they did, man. Justin Herbert had an incredible game. Quentin Johnston found his hands finally. You know what I'm saying? Lad McConkey got involved as well. And there was a little bit of infighting between, you know, defenders in Kansas City. You know, Chris Jones and what was it?
Yeah, they missed a crucial assignment on Herbert running and getting out of the pocket. Nobody contained. But here's my question: is this the most y'all seen Herbert run? Good pick, Corey. Yeah, I think you and Zoe might have been the only ones that picked the Chargers.
Zoe is 2-0 right now. Crazy work.
I should be 2-0, but
is this the most y'all seen Herbert take off and run when he got the opportunity? And do you think Harbaugh is no?
No, it's not the most, but I think it's definitely. I think his decision making is a lot faster.
Yeah, because he trusts his arm so much. I think some of those plays where he took off running, I think those used to be throws because he think he got a. I mean, he does have a good arm.
Got a rocket.
I think he can get it there.
Like look how fast he diagnosed that play that sealed the game. Right.
Yeah, the 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14. And
I was like, there's no way they're gonna pass. They need the clock to run. There's no way they go past the sticks, knowing that they go dropping coverage. There's no way they go past.
Let me ask you a question. Is that the greatness, or I mean, it is a smart decision on behalf of Justin Herbert, or because if I can recall, Chris Jones was the one that was on the end during right?
He was
down. Was that just he didn't contain, right? He didn't stay to the outside to make sure he can't get to the outside. So, or is that just on a big mistake on a veteran, big time player in Chris Jones, because he should know better than that. Like,
why he put a defensive tackle, defensive end anyway?
I mean, they do that though. But after that play, Chris Jones was fussing out number 53, the linebacker. It was
Karlaftis?
Like he missed the call, yeah.
Like he missed his assignment. I don't know if that's how they drew it up, and the linebacker didn't do his job, but I mean, or maybe Chris Jones was just blaming somebody like LeBron. I don't know.
I think he was just honestly, I think he was just blaming, because if you look at the other guy, he was like, "Yo, are you like?" He was ticked off too. He was like, "Really? We just lost because of that." So. It's going to be interesting to see if they talk about that throughout the week.
Justin Herbert just looked like Oregon Justin Herbert on Friday night. That's it.
I'm not going to.
And we forget, like a lot of people forget how good Oregon Justin Herbert was.
He was good, boy.
That's what I said. Justin Herbert, and I said this last week to you guys. Well, I didn't really say this. I actually said this yesterday, but that's the Justin Herbert I was excited about coming out of school. That's how he looked on Friday. And if we get this Justin Herbert throughout the entire season, the Chargers are different.
That division is in trouble.
Hey man, I tell you what, he's sitting right there in that fantasy league, boy. He just idle right now. 30 points on the bench. Who won him?
Shout out to the Kingdom Come podcast, man. Shout out to our man Jay over there. He said, "Nah, Chris was upset with himself and his team." And then he said trash. So
I ain't never seen a man on vacation crying. He on vacation crying and having a good time, boy. He don't know it. One eye got tears and the other eye is just excited right now.
He doing the Steph Curry Game 3 cry.
Yeah. Yo, I gotta get that T-shirt. Steph Curry Game 3 crying.
But shout out to Jay, man. What's up, Jay? But no, I mean, we've seen enough Chiefs football to know that, you know, I don't think this is indicative of what their season is gonna be. You saw it a couple years ago. Lions beat them opening night in a close game, and they still went on to go win the Super Bowl that year. So I think, you know, and this is the other side of it, right? The Chiefs do play their starters in preseason games, right? So you can't call a rust factor for that. I just think that, you know, and like we all saw, like the Chiefs had a chance to be the better team that game, and they went out there and, you know, they played their game and they played their best game. You know what I'm saying? So but
I don't
go
Corey,
ahead.
You first of all, Corey, you muted. You just yapping
the-
away and you muted.
My bad. I'm sorry. The funniest part about that game to me was Najee Harris came in on the first play and got 1 carry for 5 yards, and Amari Hampton took the rest of the carries.
Omari Hampton looked good. I saw that one play, but
I think we kind of knew that Omarion was probably going to be the feature back.
He's the guy.
I knew that, but I was hoping because I got Najee in fantasy. I got him on my bench though, so but I was hoping that Najee was what could be featured more.
You might want
so I could send Najee to Corey so I can get Justin Herbert. But
but no, I will say this. I think for the Chiefs, I was going to say the whole name for no reason because I'm reading the comment at the bottom. For the Chiefs, we know what Patrick Mahomes is. We know what Andy Reid will do. The genius of Andy Reid. Travis Kelce, although he's declining, he still understands how to get open and be available for his quarterback. If his quarterback gets in trouble, hey, I'm look at my way.
Britne,
I think Travis Cook.
Britne, that's Travis Swift, not Travis.
Yeah, I think Travis Cook though. He's Cook.
My bad. But exactly. He's declining, but he still understands how to get open. So, and I think that's from him being a quarterback from many, many years ago before he became a tight end. He understands how to read the defense and where to sit down in zones. But the one concern I do have for the Chiefs, that offensive line, Patrick Mahomes right now, it could change later. I don't know. But he was getting a lot of pressure and he was on the move a lot. Now, he made some fantastic, incredible plays between that little lob he did to over the player. I don't know if it was Smith-Schuster or whoever it was. And then that bomb when he was running his butt off to the he was Gary get sacked and then threw that bomb threw that bomb down to Hollywood Brown. But he's running. He has to move. He can't sit there in the pocket. So that's going to be something that I know the Chiefs are going to be working on throughout the season as well. It's getting that offensive line in order.
I want to also mention they are now down 2 receivers because Xavier Worthy, it just came across that I think he's got a dislocated shoulder.
Damn.
I don't know how long that takes him out. Yeah, Kelsey
took him out.
Eliminated him. Friendly fire. So I don't know how long that dislocation is going to keep him out, but you're already down Rashee Rice for another 5 games, serving his 6-game suspension. Now you lose Xavier Worthy. So
shoulder keep you out 4 to 6 weeks for sure. And
so now you're receiving, so now your receiving core is Hollywood Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Travis Kelce.
And Travis Kelce is cooked. I'm telling y'all, dog. Like Britne said, he still know how to get open, but his nose is wide open. Like this dude ain't even thinking right, dog. I don't know how a vet runs into his receiver on a crossing route across the map. I don't know how that happens, dog. Like what is this dude thinking about? Like tight he ran straight into Worthy, just took him out.
Tight end is always in the inside. So when you cross in, tight end is always inside. Your receivers outside. They just ended up in the same spot. Don't know how, but that's
that ain't supposed to happen, dog. And I just don't like the psychological part of what's going on in Kansas City. Because Kelce, he's supposed to be just as important as Mahomes to that team, and I don't think his focus is right, dog. It's just not, man. Like when you look at like Gronk and Tom Brady in New England, like you knew their focus was football. Bill Belichick, you knew their focus was football and football only. It might have not been that, but it appeared that they cared only about football and being on point. I don't think that's the only thing Travis care about, man. Like that Taylor Swift thing is all is gravitating. Like, it pulls. And I think he's dual hatted with where his focus is at, man. And he got, planning a marriage and then, all this other stuff going on, and they podcasting together and doing all this crazy stuff, man. It's just a whole different. Well, he in a whole different space, dog. He should retire like his brother did because he not focused, dog.
This is it. This is the last year.
It's got to be, man. He got to get up out of there. They got to get some more. They got to get some more football people in there. He ain't a football guy no more.
I don't think it's that bad. Players get
It
married
is.
all the time, but I just think
But not as polarizing as this, though, right?
No,
like Josh Allen got married to Haley Steinfeld. Apologize if I butcher her name. You heard, oh, they got married, boom, and that was it.
That was it, yeah.
And so, and these other players get married, you know what I'm saying? And you, oh, so and so got married, and it's it. But it's just, and I don't want to say like, you know, that this is, you know, for sure what's deteriorating the focus in Kansas City. But when you are, is basically synonymous. You hear one, you know the other. And, you know, you can't think Kansas City football, or you can't think Travis Kelce without Taylor Swift. And you can't think Taylor Swift without hearing, you know, Kansas City football and Travis Kelce. I think that becomes more of like, you know, now you got more, it's more glitz and glam than it is, you know, X's and O's. And I think that might become an issue.
I think you're partially right, Chris. I think that it's more like I'm chasing her tail around all off season long, and I'm not putting the work in that I'm supposed to, and it's going to show during the season. I don't think
it's show during the season. Yeah, because you got to be remember, football is a game of inches, man. Everything matters. Whoever's studying the most, whoever's more prepared, all that stuff. If you're trying to beat people by inches, everything matters, and you can't waste any type of focus or any brain capacity or any bandwidth or none of that. And he got a lot of bandwidth going to Taylor Swift. I mean, everything they do, you probably got to run it through her PR team. Like, because Taylor Swift is so important to a record label, she probably got a team around her that probably has to advise both of them on what they say, what they do, where they go, what pictures they go take. You know what I mean? You know, so all of that is all strategic. Her being in the press box was strategic. Her being on the podcast and giving X's and O's, that's supposed to be cute and strategic. Like, all of this stuff is calculated, man. And it wasn't even that calculated when Jessica Simpson was going with Romo in Dallas, but that shit was annoying.
Because he was dating Carrie Underwood at the same time. Hey, man.
But
Romo had it cracking.
I think that Kansas City, you know, coming out like they did a little slow against the Chargers. Granted, it is a division rival, and the Chargers always play them tough. I think out of the last 10 or 12 times they played, more than a handful have been one-score games between the two of them, primarily with the Chiefs winning. But shout out to the Chargers, man. They went in there and knew they had a job to do and got the job done. I'm not gonna say worried. I'm intrigued to see that week 2 matchup between the Chiefs and the Eagles, just because I want to see what adjustments the Eagles make on offense and what adjustments the Chiefs are going to have to make on offense now down their 2 top receivers, and how they're going to, play against that defense. I think it gets a little bit easier for the corners now in Philly, especially when you lose both your speed guys like that. So I think Adoree might have a chance for a redeem game, possibly. Shout out to Jay saying Chiefs by 10 against the Eagles. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. But I think that'll definitely be a game to watch next week, just to see how both teams come out of week 1 and make the adjustments for each other in week 2. But yeah, I mean, that was a great start to a season. No blowouts, and it was intrigue throughout the entire game, and we got an upset. 2 games into the season, got an upset. So
yeah,
shout out to the schedule makers, man, for putting a hell of a week together, and it's gonna continue today. But moving on a little bit, so we all know that Ray Lewis, what he said about Shannon Sharp and being in the media and his fame and all that. Well, Shannon Sharp responded kinda a little bit on his podcast, The Nightcap with Ocho. Take a listen to what he said about it.
I got nothing bad to say, because a lot of things when you tolerate it, I'm gonna go ahead and say my thing. Whatever transpired, I'll bite my tongue. I'll be the bigger person. I'll walk away. Hey, you right. Because you know why, Ocho? It's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
You know how I know? Because your boy, you looking at him, he low-hanging fruit. And there are a lot of people taking your shot at your boy.
Come on now.
Y'all can have it. Y'all got it. Y'all got me. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. We're going to be all right, Ocho.
Yeah.
That trivia say we're going to be all right.
Yeah, listen, I could have told you that. I could tell you, I've been telling you that.
Yeah.
So
everybody want to pile on. Everybody jump on now. Hey, we got him down, Ocho. We got him down. The best time to, hey, let me get my lick now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody want to get a lick now because when your boy was doing good, you hear a lot of people that have a whole lot to say. Not everybody got something to say.
Mm-hmm.
So before I let y'all dive into it and get into it, I just want to see if y'all heard what I heard. Does that sound like a man that's in pain?
Yeah, man. I mean, because Shannon Sharp was really good friends with Ray Lewis, but you know they had a fallout before this, and I think this is Ray Lewis getting his lick back, because if you remember when Kaepernick was kneeling, Ray Lewis was on the show on, I think, was it Fox or CBS? I can't remember, and he was very against kneeling, and he said, you know, he got family members in the military and all that stuff, and he, you know, the anthem and the flag means something to him, and you know he couldn't kneel knowing that he got family members that done fought for this country, right? So that was his point, and he was against the Kaepernick kneeling. And then he turned out, and next thing you know, he out there on the sideline with the Baltimore Ravens, not kneeling on one knee but both knees. I mean, this man was on both knees, and Shannon on.
Oh,
I was like, was that me or was that okay?
Froze.
Hold on. I want to see if I get it. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I got it. I get it. Yes, I got it. I got it.
Got it.
Clip that.
I got it this time.
What happened?
You were froze
on
one of the ugliest faces you ever made. Don't worry, I got it.
Oh shit. Nah, but what I was saying though was Shannon called him a hypocrite for kneeling, and Ray Lewis didn't like that. He took offense to it, and it was crazy because the key thing and what Ray Lewis said in the soundbite last week about Shannon, he used similar wording that Shannon used when he was critiquing him for kneeling years ago. So that's how I knew it was personal. Like what did Ray say? I forgot what the word. It was a key word he said. When he said when he asked him, "Are you surprised that his success has been like this in media?" And Ray Lewis was like, "I'm not surprised. I'm shocked." And he put an emphasis on shock. And then when you go back and listen to that soundbite when Shannon was critiquing Ray Lewis, he said, "I am shocked." So it's like Ray Lewis did a callback and got his lick back. That's what that was about.
We holding on to grudges. My goodness. Y'all already know how I feel about Shannon Sharp. The part where he said, you know, now that a brother's down, when I was up and doing good, nobody was saying anything. But now that I'm down, everybody wants to say something. I'm calling BS on that. Because if I recall, when you were making the decisions that you were making, people were letting you know, yo, Shannon, don't do that. They were trying to warn you and to have a conversation with you. But because you want to be old and stubborn and big-headed about certain things, now they coming at me now that I'm down. I'm not saying, you know, we gotta jump on you even more, but you had people that had your back. You just didn't want to see it. You didn't want to listen to them. So now when everything's crumbling, it's everybody's against me. Not everybody was against you during your time. We've heard people that you were close to say, yo, you got to make a different decision about certain things. Monique was one of them. Kat was another. And those are the more public sides, the more public ones, right? The more ones that was in our face. But it was many more out there who was trying to warn you. I think even Ocho Cinco was saying a few things. So it's just like, at this point, it's like, okay, clearly you're somebody who don't really want to listen to anybody, maybe because you're older. I don't know what it is, but I just don't have nothing to say about this man anymore. Like I really don't, because yeah, he's down. I understand he's going through a lot of things. We all go through things, but what are you going to learn from this? The fact that it took you to go through this to try to learn, are you going to learn? It might be like, all right, well, yeah, I lost some money and I went through certain things, but I'm gonna get it back. I don't know what his attitude is right now. He might not even care.
If Cat Williams is telling you to chill out, that says a lot.
A whole lot.
Because Cat Williams has a history. So if Cat is telling you to chill out, you should probably chill out.
Shannon, only reason Shannon feelings are hurt is because it ain't low-hanging fruit. He picked the fruit and put it in a basket right in front of the tree for people to take.
Right.
Like, that's the only reason you hurt. So yeah, he missed me with that bullshit, man. Talking about this low-hanging fruit. It's in the basket. It's sitting right there for you to take.
Right. You handed it to him. Like, what are you talking about?
Here's the fruit. Ain't no low-hanging fruit.
That's
for free.
That was good. That was good.
But Britne was right though. I mean, there were so many people that were trying to warn him that the path that he was on was not a good path. And you might want to do it 180 and come on back to where you came from. And he didn't want to listen. So the whole time with Britne talking about, all she talking about, all you doing is picking fruit, putting it in a basket. And then when somebody came up there and took it, now they're trying to get a brother when he's down. No.
It is his friend though, or used to be his friend. So I mean that's the double whammy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it is. I mean, Ray Lewis waited all this time to get his lick back. So it is in some type of way opportunistic time. You know, so it looks like low hanging fruit, but he dug his own grave. So but coming from a friend who you could have grinded this axe with me years ago when the Kaepernick situation first happened. You wait now to do it. So from that standpoint, Shannon is right. Ray Lewis just waited to the right time.
Calculate.
He could have said all of this stuff while he was up before the lawsuit. He could have said all this stuff then if he felt like that. But why wait till now to say it?
RT the Brand said he didn't think Shannon did anything wrong. Well, he lost the suit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
And millions of dollars.
I'm just saying. He lost the suit
of dollars.
Just saying. Somebody thought he did something wrong.
He said most older celebrities probably have most older men that make more than 100,000 got sugar babies done. You ain't gotta be no celebrity, dog. Ain't that right, Chris?
What? What? I check it. I that's on me. I check one text message and then boom. Here go my name and throw this shit.
I mean, Deshaun Watson didn't do nothing wrong either, did he?
Them weren't sugar babies at all, but I don't know what them girls, boy. Them was daggone call girls.
Nah, them was Sour Patch Kids.
I'm just saying.
Nah, I am getting tired of Shannon in the media, and you know, it's still our job to report it. But I mean, at some point, you know, it feels like even though this is going on for a stretch of, you know, a year and some change, right? Because the Cat Williams interview dropped New Year's last year, right?
Really?
2024. Yes.
Oh wow.
And was it because it wasn't this year? I want to say it had to be 2024, right?
Yeah.
In the span of a year and a half, about 18 months from that interview, his whole you know, persona and everything has just been one punch after another. And for it to be so long, right, about the 18-month time period, and for it to be so much just Shannon, it gets tiring, you know. It gets old. And like Corey said, man, it's not really low-hanging fruit at this point. You giving us the fruit for free. We ain't even got to pay for it. You're not even asking for it. You volunteering this fruit. So, you know, we'd be remiss if we didn't do our job and had to talk about it. But like, Shannon, come on, you gotta do better. And I understand, you know, that's an old friend, an old close friend, and it hurt you a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like you felt that because you can hear it. You can hear it in his voice. And if you watch the clip, you know what I'm saying? You can I felt like he was trying to stop himself from crying. But he was just like, we're gonna be all right. You can hear his voice cracking. We're gonna be all right, Ocho. We're gonna be all right. It's like he didn't even believe it. I had to get through it. I had to get through it. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we're gonna be all right, man. I ain't worried about it, Ocho.
Look, this is a time about it. This is a time for him to really sit back, do some self-reflection, look yourself in the mirror and say, how can I grow from this? I understand he's about 60 years old. He can still grow. As long as you're alive, you can still grow.
Always
right. So you still can learn. So this is his time to really sit back, take accountability, do some self-reflection, and grow from this. And I hope he takes that time. But we're gonna see.
How about you take a step back and just chill your old ass out? How about that?
I think he needs to take a break. I understand there's money to be made, but like even with the lawsuit that he lost, you know what I'm saying, and I don't know if whatever that is.
I don't know if he could afford to take that break.
And I was just about to say
that was a lot of money.
I know he needs to recoup a lot of, and I'm not one to count another dude's pockets, especially somebody who's in a different tax bracket than me. So I don't know how much he can have squirreled away or nested away, minus the reported 20 to 23 million that he had to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? So I understand you got to recoup your money, cool, but like Britne said, man, you need to go do some self-reflection. You need to take some time for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And just because the only job you really have right now is the nightcap and Club Shay Shay, right? But those are your media outlets. Those are your programs. You don't have the ESPN job anymore. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to show up on national television every day or every other day. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of can make your own schedule. Just tell
Does this make people not want to go on those shows though? I mean, not the nightcap because Ocho gonna always be there, but on Club Shay Shay, does this make people not want to go?
No, because he's still putting out episodes. He still has guests coming on, but I think like the conversation has to change. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously, if two prominent people told you got to chill. You told him, nah, good, I got it, and you in fact were not good. Like you gotta if you still gonna do it, then just be a journalist, right? Just be a journalist,
right?
But I want him to take a break because 18 months of you just getting slaughtered, one thing after another in the media, and watching you get to a point where you know what I'm saying, you're at the top, and then actively watching you tumble down that mountain. That's painful to see, especially as a black man. That's painful to see.
I don't think it's so painful, hard. Chris. I don't think it's painful because everybody told you was finna fall down the mountain.
I mean, you tell your child don't touch that hot stove, and
that's a child, not a 60-year-old man.
I was like, that's a child. It's a difference.
There's a difference.
He knows better now.
There's a difference.
He knows better.
Fair point. But yeah, I think Shannon he needs to get out the camera for a little bit, take a rest,
stop feeling like you have to respond to every little thing. Like just somebody got something. All right, let it go. And hopefully it'll just pass. Right now you're just the moment of
the season,
topic,
man.
Right?
He's in the season, you know what I'm saying?
But it's going to pass, and just let it go. Pass by. But every time he comments back on something, now you bring it right back to the forefront.
He's getting pulled right back into it.
Right. So just let it pass by.
Yeah. So hopefully this is the last. We got to talk about Ray Lewis and Shannon Sharpe, and just Shannon Sharpe in general for a minute.
I wore the right shirt today, boy. That's my Michelle right there. There you go, baby.
I'm tired of finding Shannon Sharpe graphics to put on this damn show.
So crazy.
I don't know how to operate in IG live. Bruh. You a bull-faced lie.
Yeah, that was some crap.
Yeah, so hopefully we can move on from Shannon Sharpe, and we are going to move on from Shannon Sharpe here. So couple of things, man. Conversations has been going on about who's the NFL GOAT, who's the greatest, and then obviously football is is a two-dimensional sport. You got offense, you got defense, and it's not where you got the same person that can play on both sides. So I think you also got to break it down to like, who's the greatest offensive player, who's the greatest defensive player, and who is just the greatest overall, not quarterback, because we know how Mel feels about quarterback. He doesn't think QBs can be the GOAT. So
I'm glad you remember.
So but shout out to Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes on All the Smoke, man. They had a couple of interviews with two legends themselves, and they kind of had this discussion about it. So I got a couple of sound bites, one from Michael Irvin and then one from Steven Jackson and Lawrence Taylor, talking about
Mike was wild on there, bro.
Hey, bro. Mike did an interview with Shannon, was wild. About that $1 million check he got.
Yes.
Oh my God, Corey, we're gonna have to talk about that one.
Mike is wild.
Hey, Mike is out here doing side quests and living his best life, man. So shout out to Playmaker, man. But here's what he had to say, and then right after that, I'll play Steven Jackson and Lawrence Taylor.
Who's your GOAT? And where? What sport?
Football.
Football?
Yes.
Honestly, my to go to football, I would give it to Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
I call Jerry Rice Jesus in cleats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the joker I had in my locker, and I wanted to chase all my life, man. I just thought that he was phenomenal. Physically phenomenal, and to play for 18 years. I only really played about 9 years. Jerry got to play 18 years. He's to me. Yeah, he's to me. I would call him the greatest.
Not many people can say they actually changed the game in any sport. You actually did it in football. How does it feel when people tell you that?
When you say change the game, what the fuck do you mean by that?
I can tell you what our definition would be. You, as far as from the possession you played, you made the game physical. You made it entertaining. You showed people how to play the game with passion, leave everything on the line, willing to die to win the game. Like, a lot of people don't automatically, you can't teach that.
No.
So you had that, and you did it on the highest stage. And for people to consider you as the best defensive player of all time, that says a lot.
I loved past tense.
Mm-hmm.
Loved the game of football. I love the contact. I don't want to go out there and go through a walkthrough. No, I gotta hit somebody. Okay, see, that's what I do. I hit somebody. I mean, when I started stripping, nobody was doing that. Hey, I invented this stripping the ball because I said if you're gonna run the ball and I tackle you, you still got another play. But if I tackle you and I strip that ball, guess what? It ain't yours no more.
Over.
And that's what, and I remember I used to do that, and then all of a sudden, when we got to the Giants, I was doing it so much is that they started teaching, having strips,
practice.
For strip practice and stuff. I mean, a lot of things. I changed the game too. I played against a lot of good players, but just like my dad always told me, he said, you got to be better than the next man just to be equal. So goddamn, get out there and that's what I do. And that's what I'm saying, because at the end of the day, hey, I want to be the best. Now, there's days I done gone out and maybe had too much drink.
It's like,
but let's say I'm still I'm one to stay on your ass from 15 of 1500 until it goes down to 0001.
I love it.
So let me get y'all thoughts about Mike on Jerry Rice, and then y'all how y'all feel about what Lawrence Taylor said about him on defense.
Look, I'll be real quick because I want to hear what Corey and Britne say. So I'll be real quick. You're right. I don't think quarterbacks can be the GOAT of football. That Lawrence Taylor said something, or not Lawrence Taylor, but Michael Irvin, when he was asked the question, he said something that was very important. He said the GOAT of football. And when you think of it that way, the GOAT of football, you don't think of quarterbacks. You just don't, right? I mean, as far as playing football, they played less football than anybody on the field. You know what I mean? They played the least amount of football. So when you're thinking about GOAT of football, I'm thinking about on the offensive end, Jerry Rice. I'm thinking about Jim Brown. And I might even think about another running back before I go quarterback. And the first quarterback I think about is Joe Montana. It's not Tom Brady, right? And when I go to the defensive end, I'm thinking Lawrence Taylor. I'm thinking Reggie Wright. I'm thinking Prime Time, right? So when you grab those names, those are the GOATs of football to me. And if you know, if you want to figure out of those guys who was the one, then you go there. And it might be Lawrence Taylor. It might be Jerry Rice. You know what I mean? But it ain't no damn quarterback for sure.
I will say this before Corey and Britne go. I do like what Mike said about the fact that Jerry played 18 years. Wide receiver is a very physical position. You know, and obviously the name of the game is to not get hit, but you're gonna take hits. And to be able to still do that for 18 years, you know, I think that when a lot of receivers maybe you can get, like Mike said, he played about 9. You can maybe get about between 8 to 10 years, 8 to 10 good serviceable years.
18 years, Chris, in a 4.6 40.
Crazy,
not fast at all.
So I think that's another, you know, the fact that he was able to do that for so long. I think that also, you know, Jerry Rice for me, that he's also in the conversation. I'm a little bit partial. I'm a little biased. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say Barry Sanders, you know, but Jerry Rice is, you know, you can't not have him in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? So, but Corey, Britne, go ahead.
You can go, Britt. Go ahead.
I think I'm torn with this one because there's so many players from different positions that to me could be one of the greatest. And honestly, I'm sitting here thinking now how we did the top 10 for basketball. I think we got to do that for. Oh wait, it's a little hard because of the positions, but I don't know. The first thing you want to say, Jerry, because wasn't very fast, but knew how to get open. Good route runner. His physical. It didn't matter. 50-50 guy. I don't know. He was just an incredible receiver. But the other, you guys mentioned Jim Brown. You know, he was the offense. Like, you knew he was getting the ball and you still couldn't stop him. And that to me was that's like, so I'm really torn between those two guys, to be honest with you. And Barry Sanders, of course, because another situation, he's basically was the offense, but it was something with Jim Brown and the way he would run and how physical he was. And there was nothing else on that team. So can we have a final two?
Sure. I mean, it's two sides of the ball.
Final three, like, because I can't.
We're gonna have one.
It's so hard just to pick like one person for football because they're all on separate teams and they're all great for their respective team, right? Regardless of the Super Bowl outcome or not, how great of a talent and just their mental fortitude and their tenacity to get it done. Those 2-3 guys, that's what they did. You know, between Jerry, like they weren't the most athletic guys out of the bunch, you know, or the most whatever it might be. But those 3 guys got it done. Jerry Rice, Jim Brown, Barry Sanders for me. Like, my goodness. So I can't just pick one. Me personally, I can't just say Jerry Rice and not pick Jim Brown and not pick Barry Sanders. Like, it's so hard.
I get that. Now, this comment on screen, this is a good comment by Black Euro Strikes, or Uru Strikes. And I agree with this. Modern quarterbacks are the ones that play the least amount of football. And that's why when the first quarterback that comes off my list is Joe Montana, because he played you know, in the era where they had to play some football too. They had, you know, saying they had to withstand some stuff, man. So
you can't you can't tell me that Lamar Jackson don't play no football, man.
Lamar Jackson do. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But he ain't there yet. He ain't, you know, he ain't even
No. Not in the GOAT conversation, but the modern quarterback, like Lamar Jackson plays absolute football. So
yeah. Because he goes out of the pocket where football is at. The pocket is the bubble where all the rules are at now. Well, you can't go there like what Lawrence Taylor did.
It's
who,
not
who
football.
leg was that?
It's not real football in the pocket.
Mel, it's not real football in that pocket.
In that pocket, that's not real football.
You talking about that quarterback whose leg got twisted?
Yeah, Joe Theismann. Yeah, what
Yeah.
Lawrence Taylor did to Joe Theismann. First of all, Lawrence Taylor, the blind side exists because of Lawrence Taylor. Like it's been rules made to slow people like Lawrence Taylor down. That Reggie White, you can add him to it. That Reggie White slap across the head. That rule ain't there no more. Yeah, I mean, he used to have people ears ringing every play. Bow, slap him across the head. That rule, like the blind side get paid. That left tackle get paid because of Lawrence Taylor, right? What else?
Shout out to that Dallas O lineman that slapped the shit out of.
Remember Eric Williams? He used to wear a cast on his hand. They talk about he got an injured hand, and wasn't nothing wrong with his hand. He just wore that club on his hand so he can knock somebody upside their damn head with it.
But see, y'all further proving my point, right? You can't just pick one. You just named 3-4 defensive players who cause rules to be changed. To me, if you cause the NFL to say, you know what, we got to change this, you probably at GOAT status.
Yeah, but remember, it's opposite for quarterbacks in the modern day. All the rules was changed to make it easier for them.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's why I can't. It's hard for me to put modern day quarterbacks over Joe Montana. It's just very hard. It's hard for me to put modern day quarterbacks over Dan Marino, even though he haven't even won one yet. I mean, he didn't win one. But you know,
Dan Marino coming back.
he could in this era. He could.
Mel, if you sneeze on a quarterback wrong, it's a personal foul or unsportsmanlike penalty.
Absolutely.
So
until you leave that pocket where the football really
plays. That fake pocket where the real football is.
LT was on performance enhanced cocaine. Lord have mercy.
Hey.
They did say when he used to tackle them dudes right by the white chalk on the field, they could hear him sniffing like that. Like
you gotta sample it. You gotta take a sample.
But you know what though? It's so ingrained in the defensive player's mind right now. Even when a quarterback leaves, they don't want to hit. You see the situation on Friday night when Patrick Mahomes, you could clearly see the DB was letting up because he could see him going out, and Patrick Mahomes felt it to let me just shoulder you and make me look like I'm the tough guy. I'm like, well, we know that DB was backing off because you're the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I unequivocally think that Lawrence Taylor is the GOAT on defense for sure. Like there's never been anything like
no Prime, no Reggie White competing with him.
I love Prime. I love what Reggie White did too, but Lawrence Taylor was
nasty.
Incredible.
Yeah,
incredible.
He was nasty.
Prime would play boring games because they don't throw to his side. Like it's boring. You know what I mean? But offense, I love Jim Brown. The Jim Brown take, I love it because Jim Brown, you just watch film of him and that dude was just an animal. But mine is either Walter Payton.
I was gonna say that.
Walter Payton, Barry Sanders, and I got a weird third one, man. And nobody
OJ?
ever even though I love
OJ in there though.
Oh, I was like, OJ should be up there though.
Yeah.
My third one is Adrian Peterson.
Oh, okay, I can see that.
AP was an absolute.
He
animal.
looked like Jim Brown almost, but faster.
Yes. Just, I mean, physicality check, speed check, agility check. Like the dude could do everything, and for a bad team, they weren't that great. You know what I'm saying? But you knew when 28 was on the field who was about to get the ball 35, 40 times a game, and you still couldn't stop him.
What about LT? Somebody just brought him up. I was gonna say LT. I think they just not LaDainian. How y'all feel about him?
Yeah, he nice too, but he ain't AP or Jim Brown though. Oh, he ain't even Barry Sanders. So my top three would be Jim Brown, and it's hard to go over Walter, but it'd be Jim Brown, Barry, and
Walter.
Man, it's tough between AP and OJ and Walter. I mean, that's tough, dog.
Say OJ had that career.
I can see a top 5 for that one.
I think one day we have to do a breakdown and find out, you know what I'm saying, like top 5, top 10 on offense, do a top 5, top 10 on defense, get to the number one for both sides, and then see head to head those two number ones.
No, that'd be dope.
The crazy part
next week.
Yeah. The crazy part about it is, and I'm the world's biggest Cowboy fan. Nobody said Emmitt Smith.
Nobody said Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And I
Emmett
think,
knows.
and I think this,
Emmett knows.
I think this is one of those conversations where, you know, rings, you know, yeah, they're there, but it's not the end all be all to determine who's the GOAT or who's the best.
Not as much in football, but it definitely helps because it shows me something. It shows me something. So it's not pointless to factor
not point, but I think they weigh less in a football GOAT conversation than they do in a basketball GOAT conversation.
Yeah, I think so.
Because like Corey said, like you had AP, and we know what he is. He just it's a Ferrari in a trailer park. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
So you gotta account for that. But it's, you know, this one is like real eye test. I think the eye test weighs more in football than it does for any other conversation, GOAT conversation.
Chocolate Writer says she's not impressed with Barry Sanders.
Yeah, she said, yeah. First of all, shout out to Format Podcast, man. Bruce was on our show on Friday, man. We appreciate you stopping by, man. Go subscribe to the Format. Chocolate Writer said, I'm not as impressed with Barry Sanders as everyone else. I get into arguments all the time. I mean, his teams didn't win, so that's the only thing not to be impressed with.
I mean, and this is bias aside. I've seen the tape. That man had defenses looking crazy and grabbing that.
Oh yeah,
that figure eight.
Man,
listen.
One of his best plays again, and Corey know about this one.
When he was going back and forth and had Tony
Casillas running like this. Goodness gracious, bro.
So I will say this about Barry though. Cause like when you're a kid and you see Barry highlights and you hear about how good he is, and then once you start watching like full games, you get shocked because you like, this ain't what I heard about, and this ain't like the highlights I see, because you'll see a carry for 1 yard, a carry for -3 yards, a carry for 5 yards, and then a punt, and then the next possession you see a carry for 0 yards, a carry for no yards, and then a 60-yard touchdown.
Yeah, no teams.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
but the thing is though, Mel, is that
you got that
when he's on when 20 was on the field, like the best player on their team other than 20 was Herman Moore. Like you knew where the ball was going,
right?
And you still couldn't stop it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the only reason that he's not the NFL rushing leader is because he retired.
Yeah.
Like Barry was out of this world. The balance, the speed, everything, just out of this world. You put him in Dallas and not Emmitt Smith, like
different.
He
bro,
he gonna have an unbreakable record,
bro.
Different.
And I think people underestimated how strong he was, because he was finesse too, but he had some strength back in them legs as well.
Them old legs.
Yeah, he did.
But Barry Sanders,
that's a lot of
yardage.
Listen. Make you miss 8 tackles and gain 1 yard because the ninth finally got him.
I like how Britne was impressed and complimented his lower body prowess. Talking about his lower body strength.
Really, Mel, you gotta take it there. It is football. Why you had to take it there, bro? Like, come on.
No, I was watching a documentary a while back about Bo Jackson, man, and that was interviewing his teammates. And these dudes was,
he could have been the greatest
real football documentary. And these real dudes was talking about how he looked below the waist in the locker room. Impressive. I was like, what? And they wasn't talking about his thighs. They were not talking about his thighs. I lie to you not, dude. I lie to you not. For real. That was like, hey.
Was Jerry Jones in that locker room?
He was talking about his
Jerry Jones said that too.
No,
Jamie Foxx cut his live off. Remember?
Hey, well, then Jerry Jones scout report that Jerry Jones got, boy, is insane. Nothing but measurements.
I do believe that if Bo Jackson would have never got hurt, he might be one of the greatest, if not the greatest running back.
Yeah.
He was. Oh my goodness!
It was cold too. Yeah.
Is he the best? Is he the best athlete ever?
I think so.
Him or Dion.
I was about to say you gotta have Dion.
I know, but I'm giving it to Bo. What was Bo the one that ran up the damn wall in baseball?
Yeah,
runs up the wall like that.
Did you see Dion in the celebrity dunk contest?
Oh yeah.
He had hops. He had speed. He could catch. He could hit.
No, Dion was a fan. Nobody's taking away his athleticism.
Oh,
But I'm just saying, Bo before
Bo
the
was
injury
different.
was just
Yeah,
different.
Bo was different.
See, Bo broke that bat over his head.
Did you see when Bo threw the ball from the wall all the way to? Did he throw it to third or home?
Threw it to third base.
No hop.
No hop.
Crazy.
Straight air. Just straight
crazy.
from outfield to the glove, bro.
It was not.
Yeah.
And it was not a high arc either. That thing was on the line.
Line drive. And anybody who watches baseball,
like Spider-Man.
Yes.
Anybody who watches baseball knows just how hard it is to throw from the.
Have we seen another athlete like that yet?
The only person with an arm like that was Ken Griffey.
Not just mean like an overall
Barry Bonds.
Like athleticism.
Ken Griffey. Mine is Ken Griffey.
We don't see a lot of people play dual sports anymore.
Dual sports, yeah.
You know, you get these quarterbacks that play baseball. You know, they're pitching stuff like that. But I mean,
I think Shannon Sharp was on Bo's level with. I mean, really as an athlete. I mean, I ain't never seen him play no other sport, but like speed and power.
Kyler Murray was drafted #1 in both sports.
Yeah, he ain't got no power like that. He ain't got no power.
I think
just because he's little don't mean he got Jose
He
Altuve
remind
get
me
20
more of
home, 25, 30 home runs a year.
I think Travis Hunter has a chance to be in the conversation as a great athlete if
Not
Jacksonville lets him not on Bo level, but he can be introduced into the conversation of it because it's very taxing either side of the ball, and you're playing both. You know what I'm saying?
Champ Bailey and Darren and Charles Woodson too.
You know who was a heck of an athlete? That was a better athlete than Champ Bailey. His little brother Boss in Detroit, the one of the first linebackers to run a 4.2.
Boss was cold,
but he never got on the field. He tore his ACL every season.
Damn.
And you don't know about Boss Bailey Motown, Chris, because that's how often he was on the sideline. He was on the. I guarantee. Dude, look up Boss Bailey. Boss Bailey was a linebacker. He might have played at Georgia. I'm not sure where he played at.
He played at Georgia.
He did. He got in the league at. I think this dude had 4.2 speed at linebacker, dog, and had size. But I think he had little receiver legs or something. He tore them ACLs like 3-4 years in a row. Never got on the field that much, and we couldn't see nothing. Look him up, Chris.
RT the brand said LeBron will be unstoppable in the NFL. We saw LeBron in the NFL already,
and we saw Draymond Green at Michigan State. Man, y'all got to stop gassing these dudes up, man.
For real. But LeBron in the NFL wasn't nothing but Megatron.
Whoa!
Stop.
Whoa!
Slow it down.
We're not gonna do that.
That's disrespectful.
We're not gonna do that.
That's disrespectful.
I knew that would tickle Chris's fancy.
Absolutely not.
I'm not even a Lions fan, but I know that's disrespectful.
My bad, Chris. I'm sorry.
We're not even gonna do that, man.
Megatron was unstoppable though.
I think Megatron is definitely, you have to have him in the conversation for at least best wide receiver.
Yeah.
He's up there in that conversation for sure.
That's another dude. You knew where the ball was going. You just can't stop it.
Couldn't stop. I mean, there's so many clips of Matthew Stafford throwing these Hail Mary balls to him and pause, and then he in triple coverage and he's still coming down with it.
The Cowboys lined up 2 corners on Megatron and still couldn't stop him.
I mean, man was athletic.
Which is crazy because that means somebody is open. Somebody is open, and he's still
throwing it to him.
So
still throwing it to him.
Yeah, I think next week I set it up. We'll start going down. Best on offense, best on defense, and we'll come to our conclusion of what we think the NFL GOAT is. But we got about 20 minutes left.
Man, Chris, you did phenomenal on time today, man. This is perfect timing, dog. This is good because I hate that feeling before the first kickoff game on Sunday where I just got all that energy. I can't wait for football and I ain't got nothing to do, man. This is perfect, dog. Like,
yeah, I tried.
Bro, dog. Bro, I get to roll right in. I get to talk about football and then roll right into watching it. My whole Sunday is planned out, dog.
Look at man, you gonna watch today?
What? I ain't missed no crit. I mean, Corey, stop playing, dog. Like, what? You think I missed football?
No.
You think I don't be watching? Boy,
man,
stop.
I know you watch. I know you watch some Carolina Panthers.
No, I watch Red Zone.
I really want to see the Panthers play today. I want to see.
I do too.
I want to see.
Too. I think a lot of people go pick Rice up in fantasy after this week.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that. I want to see how the Giants defensive line do against this Commanders offense.
That front seven, there's a lot of storylines out these games today that I want. So let's get into it, man. Let's make some picks, man. I'm gonna go down the schedule, go down the slate, and we'll make some picks. Y'all cool with that?
Let's do it.
All right. So first up, man, Buccaneers, Falcons, man. Falcons at home. Who y'all got?
Bucks.
I'm gonna take the Bucks on this one.
Yeah.
I think I did take the Bucks on it. Who and Atlanta at home?
Yeah, Atlanta's at home.
Listen, I like Raheem Morris as a coach. He's defensive minded. He gets into the psyche of his players. They play hard for him. They run through a wall for him. I expect this is the last opportunity, the last year for Kyle Pitts to show us that he can play in this league.
Man, what?
You cutting him off, Mel?
This is his last opportunity, but I expect him to play inspired football this year. They got Micah Penix starting. He might shock some people. The Atlanta's at home. I might change my pick to Atlanta. I had Baker Mayfield and Evans in Tampa Bay, but I really might at home. I really might change my pick to Atlanta.
Young quarterback. I was gonna say young quarterback. Yeah, young quarterback. Ty Bowles coming to get him. He going after him.
Bijan and Algier. That's the way you keep that quarterback safe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody taking. I'm taking the Buccaneers.
I'm gonna take the Bucks though. Yeah.
All right. Next up, Bengals, Browns. Browns at home.
Next game.
Hated it.
I
Hated
think
it.
it's consistent on that one too. I got the Bengals as well.
Yeah.
Next up, man, Dolphins at Colts. Danny Dimes, your starter.
Danny Dimes will be out by the third quarter. Anthony Richardson will be in there.
Slow it down.
Come on, Mel. You gotta give it to me.
No. I'm not even talking about the pick, Corey.
Go ahead.
Why the hell am I looking at Jay Name in the lower third?
I was just thinking that.
Who?
I had to do it.
He already got a belt, man. You don't have to.
I had to inform the ones who wasn't here with us last year. I had to let them know. It's my due diligence. It won't be
Do
up there.
Do I gotta look at his name right there every time we do picks for the rest of the season?
No. It was just for this. Just this week.
Okay, because he don't need.
I'm not putting that up there for 18 weeks. Absolutely.
We're not about to. He already got the belt and rubbing it in y'all face. Now you got to glaze on. But my bad.
I had to let people know. I just had to let let them know for those that wasn't with us last year and with us now that Jay won to pick him.
I'm happy to see somebody else without the belt. Amazon belt down here on the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Dolphins at Colts though. Who you got?
I'm torn. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Dolphins, but trust me, I ain't 100% confident in them neither.
No.
It's one of them games. Is just
listen.
You throw a coin up and whatever side it lands on is the one you.
I'm hoping Tua gets past the first couple snaps.
Just get Tua through the game. Then you need to do it for 17 weeks. If you can do that, you'll be all right. I'm genuinely afraid for the dude.
Tua?
Yes.
Yeah, he can't get another.
I think if he takes another concussion, we're gonna have to.
But he gonna take another one.
But see, and that's where he can't do that. They gotta get that ball out of his hands fast and really utilize what's his name? A-Chain, whatever his name is.
A-Chain. Both of them, Devon A-Chain and
I can't think of the other one. That's why.
Is it Raheem Mostert?
I think they got rid of Mostert.
It did it because they had two of the fastest running backs in the league last year. It was A-Chain and somebody else. I want to say it was Raheem Mostert.
It might have been Mostert, yeah.
Yeah, he got to get that ball out fast. He got to get that, and you got the receivers to do it.
Oh, Jalen Wright.
It's what's his name? Jalen Wright from Tennessee, but they said that Ollie Gordon III gonna get a lot of carries today too.
Yeah, so most is not whatever those guys' names are.
Yeah, I think most of it is gone already.
Yeah, it's okay. So most went to the Raiders now. Yeah, protect that man at all costs. Otherwise, the alternative is not pleasant. Speaking of the Raiders, that's the next game. Raiders at Patriots. I kind of want to see what this Raiders team looks like.
This was ooh.
I'm gonna take Raiders in this one. I'm gonna go Raiders.
That's got a storyline too, though.
I think
Touchdown Tom is the owner of the Raiders, play his old team.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't think Drake May is it though.
Yeah, but now they got Diggs. They got
but Diggs is coming off of an ACL. I mean,
I know.
you can't. Granted, you want him to, you know what I'm saying, be great, have a good season, but those ACL injuries, especially as a high knee impact position like wide receiver, like it's kind of like, can I trust him? You know what I'm saying? So I think it'd be a lot of running from New England to really get this season started for them.
Oh, and Raiders got Ashton Genty.
Ooh,
he might be nice.
Jacoby Myers, Brock Bowers. You got a capable quarterback in Geno Smith back there throwing and not Jimmy G. You know what I'm saying? and Geno playing with a coach that he played for with Pete Carroll. So I think there's a lot of chemistry. My only worry about the Raiders is on that defense. Max Crosby can't do it all. You know what I'm saying?
Is Christian Gonzalez playing? I know he was hurt.
No, I think he is playing.
I know he was questionable this game, so that to me is gonna make.
So, but I got Raiders in this one. I got the Raiders taking this one.
I'm gonna take the Patriots just to be different. Hey, Britt, as of Friday, he was ruled out. Yep.
Yeah, I might have to take the Raiders. I had the Patriots. I don't know. I might just switch it.
I'm gonna take the Raiders.
Okay. Cardinals at Saints. We get to see Spencer Rattler.
It's George Mitchell said Diggs is also coming off of Cardi B.
Coming off of ACL and coming off of party.
Who's even on the Saints is my question. Now I know a few people.
Alvin Kamara, Chris Olave.
But yeah, I know that.
Shedeur Sanders, week 3. Go ahead.
Because that quarterback room is atrocious.
Well, and defense, who they got? I know they got Justin. They just signed Justin Reed, right?
They did, but Cam Jordan's
still there.
Cam Jordan.
They got a linebacker too, I think. I can't remember the name.
Take the Cardinals.
I'm taking the Cardinals.
Yeah, I don't believe in the Saints at all until they get a capable quarterback.
Yeah, right. Give me Cardinals.
Steelers at Jets.
Taking Steelers.
Ooh.
Schedule makers did good on this one, week 1 too.
Yeah.
Who's the Steelers quarterback?
Aaron Rodgers.
Who's the Steelers quarterback?
Right.
Who's the Steelers quarterback?
Who's the Jets quarterback?
Justin Fields.
Who's the Steelers quarterback again? Did y'all see that?
I'm taking the Steelers because of the defense.
Did y'all see where it was on Instagram? And I meant to send it to everybody. Where Aaron Rodgers it's like a 3-step drop. You throw a pass and then you kind of roll out to the left. And it took him like an hour and a half to get to the other dude. Man, he looks slow as shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Jets.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the Steelers though.
I'm going with the Steelers just off the strength of their defense. I think
defense, TJ Watt and
who
they got in the secondary now, like
Jalen Ramsey
and Darius Slay.
And Darius Slay. Yeah, they a little old. They a little old back there on defense,
but they get it done.
A little long in the tooth, but it's all right.
They still capable.
They still got Joey Porter. Yeah,
Joey Porter
Jr.
Yeah. They moved Joey Porter Jr. to the slot, which is crazy. But man. But
they're gonna move him one more time before his career over. He'll be playing linebacker in 4 years.
Damn. Damn. From corner to linebacker. That's some shit.
I'm gonna take the Giants at Commanders. This is one I said I want to see what that front seven for New York look like.
What you like? What you want to see from that front seven?
I want to see that line. I want to see if that line can get pressure. Can Jaden's he can extend plays outside of the pocket. I want to see if they'll be able to kind of keep him bottled in, force him to get the ball out early and fast.
Who on that D line though? That you
Brian Burns,
Dexter Lawrence,
Thibodeau, and Abdul Carter.
Wait, Brian Burns, the old Carolina Panthers linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
They got him on the D line.
Nah, he's playing just in the front seven, man.
Oh, he did. I thought you were okay, my bad.
Abdul Carter, that addition from Penn State.
Yep.
Okay.
Michael Parsons Jr.
Yeah, that line gonna be kind of crazy. I want to see what that look like.
I'm interested in this game more because I need to see if Jackson Dart is going to start week 2 and not Russell Wilson, because I'd much rather face Russell Wilson than Jackson Dart.
Really?
Yes.
I'm hearing some good things from Dart from the New York Giants camp though.
Yeah, Cowboys don't
nobody outside know yet, because everything outside the Giants is saying Dart not looking good.
No,
you see him in the preseason, man. He's slanging
from what
that
I'm
thing,
hearing,
boy. She pro.
Say it again. No, what
No,
you just
no.
said was crazy.
Move on.
Hey man, it's a football, man. Come on.
Hey. If Mel
Britne,
Mel the one that started it today.
You're
not
right.
me.
You're right. Britne. I'm blaming Mel.
So no, I think I've heard a lot of great things about Jackson Dart. I heard how excited they are and they can't wait to get him in. But I think they're gonna have him sit for a few games. So I'm gonna say around week 5. Week 5.
If Russ is not getting it done, if Russ is hooping, you gotta go with the high hand. And
exactly.
I think him being the veteran and having that winning pedigree, I think that gives him a little bit of grace as far as, especially with it being a new team. So I think he has a longer leash. But if he's messing up, then we will see a quarterback change.
And I am curious to see how Russ is with a full offseason of just being healthy.
Mm-hmm.
So he has a full year offseason of being healthy. So I want to see what he looks like now.
Crab Legs had a good preseason too.
And they love Crab Legs up there in New York. He's an ultimate teammate, man. He's a good guy.
But with that being said, I'm still going to Commanders.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still taking the Commanders on that one.
No, no sophomore slump for Jayden Daniels.
Not against the Giants.
Not in this game, no.
Not against the Giants.
I think against some strict competition, playoff contenders, teams that made it last year. I think we might see a little bit of a slowdown, and but this is the Giants, right? At the end of the day,
right.
But
because I remember out there in Houston, that quarterback second year was okay.
Sure.
You came down to earth a little bit.
For sure.
I expect to see Jayden Daniels come down to earth a little bit. Everybody got a year of tape on him now.
I definitely think he's gonna come back down to earth, but I still think way better than the Giants.
All right, moving on. We got the Panthers at Jaguars.
Honestly,
I think the Panthers could steal this one.
I do too, but I'm gonna go with the Jaguars because if they lose, I think the coach and we looking at Trevor Lawrence like, okay, it's time to go. It's time to make some changes.
We'll be looking at them different then. Here's the hot take.
Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, get right. Oh, Corey dropped out by mistake. Let me make sure I get in my camera. Here's a hot take though. We know Hunter is a starter. We know Joe Horn is not a starter. I bet you Joe Horn get in the end zone today, and Hunter don't. I guarantee you, right? So, but I picked the Panthers in the upset.
Okay, and you taking Jaguars or Panthers, Britne?
I'm gonna take the Jaguars, although I do think that the Panthers can take this one. I think this is a more even matchup than what most of us think. I'm gonna just take the Jaguars because I think the Jaguars is just on the last end of the string. Like this is it for them.
Yeah, all or nothing.
It's all or nothing right here, and they need to start off good.
All right, Titans at Broncos.
You know what's funny? I actually think the Titans. I'm gonna pick the Titans because I think Cam Ward is gonna have a big game.
I think that too.
I think Calvin Ridley is gonna have a big game.
Just
because of this vaunted this vaunted Denver defense. It's so great. You know what I'm saying? Attack it. See what happens.
Yeah.
They did get a wealth of defense added with Dre Greenlaw and Tyler Hufunga. You still got PS2 back there. So it's gonna be interesting. And I think Bo Nix I think he improves.
I'm just not sold on Bo.
Cam go outperform him tonight. Listen. the best thing that happened to Cam is nobody's really talking about him like that. Like it ain't a lot of spotlight on him or none of that. He get to come out here and like ain't nobody expecting much. He get to come out here and just daggone do his thing, and he might do it. Like, you know, Shador took all the spotlight all preseason. Everybody been talking about Shador, this and Shador that. Nobody's talking about the number one pick.
Is this the least talked about number one overall pick ever?
I think
you can say that. You can say that for sure. And he got the possibility to come out here and have a Cam Newton game one.
I like
Cam Newton's game one was.
All right, we got 4 games in 4 minutes.
Hold on, I want God dang, I want the Broncos mainly because they got Patrick Surtain and all that on that side, and I believe in a Bo Nix. I'm curious to see how that looks, but this go either way. I'm going with the Broncos.
Yeah,
I believe in Santa, but he ain't coming.
All right, 49ers at Seahawks. I got the Niners in it.
I took 49ers.
I might go with the Seahawks on this one.
I think I'm going with the Seahawks.
Why?
Because
your Sam Darnold's quarterback, right?
Your best receiver is Ricky Pearsall. Your running back has 2 bad calves. Your quarterback is he's Brock Purdy, and you lost some key players on your defense. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Seattle.
2 Seattle, 2 Niners. Okay. Lions Packers. Lions at Packers. And Parsons is supposed to start.
Oh God.
Green Bay.
Y'all know where I'm going. I don't even gotta say it.
And that's why you're not gonna win pick them.
Yeah, okay.
Because you picking your team every week.
I don't pick them every week. I don't pick them every week.
And they're not going 17-0.
I don't pick them every week. I make informed decisions, but I got the Lions.
Depends on which Jordan Love shows up.
I just don't know. For that, I picked the Lions. I just think they're healthy. They back together. The coordinator thing is a cause for concern, but that's any team, to be honest with you. We also lost one of our coordinators again, but like the 5th or 6th straight year in a row. But that offense is just dumb. Like even if you don't like Jared Goff, put him aside, right? The running back, the receivers, the offensive line, like they just strong. So
Chris, them running back, they healthy? The running backs healthy?
Healthy.
Yes.
I'm going with the Lions.
The whole team is healthy.
Yeah, I'm going with the Lions.
And J-Mo just got an extension, so he happy.
Yeah, I'm going.
Happy. That's an $83 million man right there.
Best thing to do with Michael Parsons, run right at him. I'm going with the Lions.
Right.
All right. Texans Rams. Texans in LA.
I'm gonna go with the Rams.
I think that's gonna be a good game, but I got the Rams. That defense is.
It depends on the health of Matthew Stafford. I'm assuming he's healthy. I'm gonna go with the Rams. And then they got Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua, like
and Kyron Williams. That running game.
He's my starting quarterback in fantasy. He better be healthy.
Stupid.
Hey, it don't have to be, Mel.
So yeah, I got the Rams on that one though.
All right, let's hurry this up. Game's starting.
All right, and then Sunday night, man, Ravens at Bills. The last 2 MVPs going at it.
Baltimore.
I got Ravens.
I got Baltimore.
Yeah.
And we can Vikings Bears tomorrow. Nobody even cares. That game is just background noise.
Yeah.
McCarthy, baby.
All right, y'all, man. That's the show, man. Got it right at 10 o'clock mark, man. So y'all go ahead and lock into them games, man. Make sure your fantasy lineups were straight, and everybody enjoy the first Sunday of football. We are here, man. I'm excited, man. And we will check back in with y'all, man, next week. Same time, same crew, man. And enjoy y'all Sunday, man. Have a good one. Peace.
Peace.